Hello and welcome to episode 69 of the Buxton Barrow Man. I'm making this video off the back of the hottest May on record here in Britain. And when the gates of hell open on our small island, aka it hits 30 degrees, the thing that's on most people's minds is taking a dunk in some nice cool water. Water, of course, is what the town of Buxton is famous for. Yes, it is good to drink, but I wouldn't say our water here is very good to submerge yourself in. So today I'm going to talk about why that is and the problems that we face with our infamous blue lagoons. And of course, why we've dyed one black. First, we must talk about the lagoons from an outside perspective. Maybe some of you have never seen water like this before, at least not in Blighty. So if you were to see this on a social media post with no further context, I must admit, it looks pretty damn appealing. Then if you look for the location, if not already disclosed on the media post, well, you've got a lot of nice looking pools of water in Buxton on satellite images. So once you're done scouring online, you've picked your blue lagoon to go to, you get in your car from wherever, most likely the city, and you get to little old Buxton. And as you can see from some photos by the local police, that can cause quite an issue. In fact, that road had to be closed completely because of all that inappropriate parking. Over the May half-term heat wave, most hotspots were completely swamped by people. And if you were to look at some footage on social media, you'll start to notice a trend with all these blue lagoons. They're all in quarries, and it's this reason why most of them are that blue colour. The quarries here were for limestone, and there's a lot of lime waste sitting at the bottom of them. That lime waste is made out of calcium carbonate, and when that breaks down in water, it forms tiny little calcite crystals, which sit on top of the water and reflect back at you that beautiful tropical blue. But also in this waste is calcium oxide, which is caustic and highly alkaline. This lagoon has a pH level of 11.3. To put that into perspective, ammonia is at 11.5 and bleach is 12.3. And you don't need to be a rocket scientist to know that swimming in something that is comparable to bleach is a bad idea. And just to make it worse, under these hotspots there is a plethora of old junk dumped in there decades ago, perfect to cut yourself on whilst you're taking your bleach bath. But of course, even with the warning signs, people still did the inevitable here over half term. And for a disused quarry, they also left it in more of a state than before, leaving mountains of litter. On top of that, Buxton is the heart of the limestone industry here in the UK. And most of these blue lagoons are in active quarries, where security teams have to deal with trespassers. I've even heard that one of them had the cheek to ask where the public blue lagoon was whilst being escorted out. Needless to say, it's an issue. So, what's being done about it? First, I want to say props to this local farmer that took action straight away by muck spreading a fence onto which people have been climbing to get into one of the lagoons. So, good on you. And the muck spreading thing is something that has been used as a solution in the past to also deter people from turning up to these sites. Another short-term solution, which is nice and approachable, is that the local fire department actually came out to one of the lagoons to talk to people in person about the dangers that they could be facing by swimming in one of the lagoons. And of course the major thing is they've dyed the most famous blue lagoon black. Now they have done this in the past before. It's kind of a bit weird. This piece of land is private land. I guess I'm trespassing, but no one really takes responsibility. It's one of those pieces of land that sits in limbo. But the council has managed to dye it black in the past, and of course they've done it again. I believe it was from about 2016 to 2024 that they dyed it in the past, and it worked so well as a deterrent that antisocial behaviour here basically dropped to nothing, so the council thought it wasn't worth dyeing it black anymore. It is a deterrent, and that's how deterrents work. If you stop using the deterrent, then it's a bit weird to me. But anyway, they're back to using the deterrent. And it works as a deterrent because at the end of the day, we're simple creatures. We see nice blue tropical water and we think that's okay to swim in. We see it now, it's dyed black, and it looks toxic or poisonous. It's a subconscious thing that's been built into us since day one. And it's fascinating that something like this, which is a very simple solution, works. But I mean, I don't want to swim in that. It's always been toxic, but I especially don't want to swim in it now. There are other solutions that have been mentioned before, like completely shutting off these quarries and also filling it in. And I just want to interject my own script here. The day of filming, it's lovely and sunny. It's been raining constantly for a few days now. But the last thing that I want is this quarry to be shut. I know it's private land and something might have to be done in the future. But right now, because it's such a vast open space, it's not particularly unsafe. I mean, you just got to use your common sense on where it is and where it isn't. But there's a family having a picnic over there. There's some people free climbing, and there's some people on dirt bikes, which there's plenty of space for all of those activities to happen here and to happen safely. And it's a great place in Buxton for people to do these activities and basically have an area so that can happen. It is an amazing place, this quarry, what it has become. And I don't want the Blue Lagoon to drag all of that down. As pretty as it was blue, it's certainly better dyed. And as long as people stop swimming in it, that's the largest danger out of the way for this quarry. And so people can keep on doing their activities and enjoying this space in a safe way. And I must mention the elephant in the room. One of these lagoons is not like the others, as it is a basalt quarry. So there's no bleach blue water that attracts people here, but it is a large enough body of water that people have been coming anyway, and still has the regular dangers of scrap metal, rocks, deep water, and all of that. Again, that is on private land. That is also the one that I mentioned earlier that caused that road to be closed. So, as it stands, there really isn't a solution put in place for that one just yet. And I'm trying to avoid saying its name. Every local knows its name, but I'm not going to say it here. Well, that's pretty much it from this video. I want to talk about it whilst it was still fresh, the fact that the Blue Lagoon has now been dyed black, and also to discourage anyone else from coming here, because at the end of the day, it's a quarry with a toxic lagoon. And it's not even pretty to look at anymore. I mean, especially not after what people have done to it. It looks horrific, doesn't it? I think I'm going to come up here and clean up all this rubbish later next week. Anyway, I have done a history video on this lagoon before. If you'd like to watch that, I'll leave a link down below and it'll be in the top right hand corner of your screen. With that being said, thank you very much for watching. A huge thank you to all my supporters on Ko-fi, and until next time, ta-ra. Shall I paddle out on it? What am I doing?